coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see about me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To the air, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Throwing is Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Warren, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man right. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Jones now in motion left. To throw, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On the give, it's Warren. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Warren with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this isn't important.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Moore, the man in motion. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That is caught by Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Prescott on play action. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8. Moore, the man in motion. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. Gerald Everett, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. They'll run it. Warren. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Prescott from the gun. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Gerald Everett with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. On the run, it's Warren. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Prescott going to change the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Escapes the defender. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They work now on 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers...
And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next score, Bears 56, Cowboys 35. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A quick throw to Odunze on the RPO. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Warren is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw, Williams. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense